Chora is the first possibility within a rhetoric of cool. Drawing from a Platonic concept, Rice describes chora as a hyper-rhetoric practice that updates the topi for new media. Rather than relying on this print-based technique, chora relies less on place and more by means of pattern making, pattern recognition, and pattern generation. Appropriation is another possibility for new media writing. This takes form by way of borrowing, stealing, and reworking. While Rice recognizes that all writing involves some degree of theft, he highlights digital writing as, quote, an area that relies to a great extent on the borrowing logic associated with appropriation. Juxtaposition is the third possibility for new media rhetoric. Rice indicates that, quote, the very process of juxtaposition is a cool one for how it forces readers and writers to interact with the unexpected textual and visual associations juxtapositions force us to encounter. Commutation is also proposed as part of the rhetoric of cool. This is defined by Rice as the exchange of signifiers without concern for referentiality. This pushes against the idea that meaning is fixed in signifiers and allows for an exchangeable relationship between signifiers and signification. Rice introduces nonlinearity as another aspect to the rhetoric of cool. As one might suppose, this pushes against the notion of linear thinking that was commonplace within post-1963 composition studies. He explains that new media hypertext has largely garnered interest for its nonlinear structure. Finally, visual rhetoric is addressed under the title of imagery. Rice confirms what many in the discipline have already discussed, saying, despite a long tradition of rhetorical and visual production, composition studies has only recently taken seriously the role visuality plays in meaning making, and in particular, electronic culture.